Before we start off with today's episode, make sure to check out the Fuku store below and use the discount code for 20% off your entire purchase. Fuku.xyz. Be bold. Be you. What is up, you beautiful people all around the world? Today is a glorious day, especially for me, because I didn't know that Mark actually went solo and he created his own song. Now, in all honesty, I'm still not sure whether this is his first one or he made many more. If he did make more, please make sure to put them down in the comments below so I know what I'm going to be looking at. I am very curious what this MV is going to be about. I can imagine it's going to be about his past if I look at the title, because you see the word child, but we will discover that, of course, while watching the MV. I would say for now, let's just jump into it. And of course, if you do enjoy what you see, just make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next screen. Alrighty, let's see what this MV is all about. I must say the MVs from 2022 are really cool actually so far. They're very much on point and they're very well executed. Man, I love the colors already. I know that this is one of the biggest trending colors at the moment. This sandy color, this orange tone, and the browns. They're very nice, especially for spring that's going to come as well. Really modern colors. And it's also very nice and contrasting to the background, which is blue. You know, you got that heat on the front and that coldness in the back. That's nice. This reminds me a little bit of 10 with Paint Me Naked somehow. It would be funny if I also started dancing all of a sudden on the couch. A bit of black and white. A lot of people have asked me in the past why black and white is actually something that might be interesting to use as a editorial effect. Well, in short, it just changes up the mood a little bit. You know, like, what is the purpose of it? It depends on your mood. Is it about to go back in time? Maybe. Maybe it's part of the storytelling. There's always a purpose to why you use different filters, because normally they're related to different time zones or different elements within an MV or a movie. I really like the slow-mo. The slow-mo is making this perfect the way it is. It fits the beat really well. The one thing I don't understand is that he was actually singing, and you can see him trying to sing to the song, which is fine, but then they slowed down the music video at the end. So was this the right choice? Maybe, maybe not. But again, it's more to represent what he is being shown or what he's trying to think about in his head. Really chill. This is nice. One sec, is there actually subtitles? Here we go. Hold up, was there all of a sudden a 4:3 ratio? Oh yeah, it went really 4:3. Really cool. What I also noticed is, again, really soft-faced. It's the classic in K-pop. Of course, I'm not going to be strict on it, but I do want to say that it would have been nice if his face was a little bit rougher, because if you look at the scenario and where he is, it's also very rough. Having a little bit of roughness with rough is actually nice. It helps each other. But because of his face, it just looks way too smooth for where he is, if that makes sense. You know, I always say that no matter where you film, it has to fit the person that you're filming. And this is a little bit too much contrasting from one another. Nice. You can see again a different filter on top of it. They have a bit of a, I don't know, a film grain on top of it, or film filter. It's nice actually what we see. I'm trying to understand it though, like, it seems like he's teleporting between different worlds, because if we look at the couch, now it's here and then all of a sudden it's here. In my opinion, what it might have been super cool if they actually were able to line up this angle of the couch exactly in the same scene, though in a different location. I am, however, happy to say that these are real locations, and I can imagine this is a bit tougher than green screen. If this was green screen, it would be much easier because you have one camera in one location. But here we have two locations, so there is a bit of a difficulty there, but it would have just been nice, you know, to just make that switch just a little bit smoother. Let's just have a look at it frame by frame. For example, here, there we go. Like, can you just imagine if it was 1-to-1, him sitting in the same location at the same angle, just with different clothes in a different outside world. Very cool though. I'm trying to look. I don't know why. I really got distracted with what's going on here outside the window. Were they throwing something away? Was this done on purpose? Not really sure what the effect is here. I think it was just to add something to the background, but a bit weird. Maybe, oh, maybe it's someone throwing his stuff away? But this is a very chill song. Oh, this is cool. This is awesome. They're using one very strong spotlight. I don't know what he's wearing, but it's very glittery, making it all super cool, actually, the way this is filmed. Keeping it simple, but keeping it nice. Very nice. That's really cool. This is something I've never seen yet, where they make a spotlight so visible purely because on something that the person is wearing, in this case what Mark is wearing. Really nice. I'm alert, it's a curse, yeah, it hurts, I don't know my own strength. There's a lot that I don't know, but you learn when you don't know. Red on my Valentino, awesome. Again, I love these kind of shots in the mirrors. There's something about mirrors that is just fantastic. It just gives that I don't know what it is, but it looks like as if you're looking through a canvas, and it's just awesome to film with this. It's very simple to do. Just break a mirror, put it on the floor, and film with it. Of course, make sure it's clean, or else it looks dirty, and you don't want that. This is cool though. I love the sparkles. Before I continue, I just want to say that for me, Mark was always that person that stuck out for me, especially in NCT 127. I don't know what it is, but he always just puts so much power and energy into what he does, especially with Kick It. And that's the first moment where I actually saw him and saw what he can do. He really just stood out ever since then for me. He really has those very strong expressions, which is nice. It's always nice to be in charge of your thing, of your element. Really nice. Also, I just love that they're filming so much in real location. Like, this is most likely an industry complex somewhere. Very nice, very simple, but it's just full of details, which is nice. You are never going to get this in a studio unless they are going to rebuild a factory, for example. But they're not going to do that. They will green screen it. And there's just something about green screen that just doesn't feel right. But here, it looks really nice because it's all real. Very nice. Very nice transition. Because of his hand, it was sparkly, and then also into the sparkle effect. It's just basically keeping the flow going, you know, of the MV. Why would someone put it on fire? What is this even? A picture? What is it? Oh yeah, sir. Okay, I just want to point this out. I don't think this looks that good, especially because you can more or less see where it's all coming from. Yeah. So this explosion. So they have a little bit of an air cannon here, and then poof, all the feathers come out. I think it's cool that they have it, but it just doesn't look as nice that it's here. Maybe they could have put the cannon on the side, or maybe two, just to hide where it's coming from, you know, just to keep the shot a little bit cleaner. It just seems a little bit too forced, and it just seems a little bit too mechanical for the scene, because it's quite a focus scene, and then all of a sudden, and it's even off center. There's just something about it that it just doesn't look that good. Nice. This is really nice. Or for example, don't show the explosion, just show this part. This is also just super nice. It was just something about that, the way it explodes, it was just a little bit too random. Like, the location just doesn't seem legit for me. Like, you don't want to see how something happens, and especially if you know how these cannons are, you know, placed, it just ruins it a little bit. Like, for me, I can clearly understand what happened here, and it's all about selling the illusion as if it's still all plausible. But this, however, what happened? I don't know, but it's really cool. Really cool. That shot is amazing. I always love details. It's so much better than just adding a filter or some CGI on top of it. This is always more practical. Practical effects are the best. Oh, that's awesome. Let me tell you actually why this is awesome in all ways possible. Because first of all, you're thinking, what's he running from? Of course, we know that he was following by shadows, as I like to just call them. But then all of a sudden, because they're running more away from the light, all of a sudden these shadows appear. It's slowly revealing what's following him. That's awesome. That is really, really good. This is a really good MV, I must say. Mark, hats off to you. But yeah, guys, that was Mark with Child. And I'll just say it was a good MV. They really went out of the way to make sure that it was filmed in all the most beautiful locations possible. I really enjoyed just exploring the mind of Mark. And I don't know how much say he had in this MV. Either way, it just looked really, really good. And they did a very smart thing with the different filters. They made sure that we can understand in what world he is. Is it reality? Is it not reality? Is it scene 1? Is it scene 2? They all made sure it is matched together, and it looked really, really nice. This was a very clean MV. Of course, some of the elements were a little bit too technical, I would say, where they could have just hit them. Maybe don't put them into frame. Don't put them where they shouldn't be. But I just like this song generally. I don't know if Mark made any other videos or any other songs, but if he did, make sure to put it in the comment section below, because I would love to see more of Mark. I think this is a really nice song. It's very chill, it's very relatable, and they made sure that the MV follows the story of what's going through his mind. It's very nice and very clear, and that is the most important element of an MV, that it's just a clear story. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching my analysis on Mark with Child. I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. I'll catch you then. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye-bye.